There, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rose in case you're new here, and you know how we always do it from the R to the O to the S to the E. That's Rose for you. So I remember in my previous video I discussed about some of the tips that can help a mom, mostly the new moms who still don't know much what to expect in labor. Some of the tips that can help you into having a smooth and natural birth. That's what I discussed in my previous video. If you haven't checked it, you can go and check it out. I'll also press a link below this video for you to watch it out. And I remember mentioning that some of the challenges that mostly you will encounter in the natural birth, it's when you get when you tear down there and you get stitched. You realize that once the baby is out, maybe you got the stitches. Afterwards, it can be quite a challenge for you to heal. During that time your stitches are still not healed, and it can be quite a painful experience, and during that pain it might also be hard for you to take care of your baby. Obviously, if you're in pain, it won't be easy for you to take care of your baby. So I came with some tips that can help you in the fastening of the healing, because most of the time during that time you will find that even laughing is a problem, sneezing is a problem, coughing is a problem, not to mention when you go to the washroom, when you want to pee or when you want to go for a long call. It's quite a challenge. You may not understand this now, but once you're in that situation, you'll understand what I'm talking about. So I came up with some tips that can help you to fasten your healing. Because if you don't know what to do, you can prolong the healing process. Can even go, something that was to be held for a week can even go for almost a month. So it's a challenge for most moms, and maybe you are also in that, you will find yourself in that situation. So I came up with some ways that can help you fasten your healing, and also that can help you to be more relaxed and to be in a good situation during that healing process. So that's what we'll be discussing today on the tips that can help you heal your stitches after your natural birth. So I'll start by saying you try and buy big pads and breathable underwears, big pads. Trust me, after the baby is out, you won't believe the amount of bleeding that you'll be having. Remember, you are not bleeding for the past 9 months, right? During your pregnancy, you are not bleeding. You are not receiving your menstrual cycle or everything. You know what? Once you give birth, it's like you are now bleeding for all the months that you are not bleeding. It's like all the 9 months you are now bleeding for them. So you can imagine how heavy the bleeding will be. So I'll advise you get the big pads, those big maxi pads. You'll be given at the hospital by you, and you'll be surprised of how big that size is. So put on those big breathable pads, and also try and get big pads, and try and get breathable underwears which are much flexible, not something that is tight on you. You're still sensitive. You don't want something that will be tightening you. So get flexible breathable underwears. You place in your big maxi pad for good absorption, and try and change them as frequently as possible. You are still very sensitive. You don't want to cause another infection. Causing another infection is also another challenge. So change it frequently. By that, I'll also advise that to get affordable ones, because the more affordable it will be, the more you'll be able to buy them in bulk. And as far as you have them in bulk, you'll be able to change them frequently. But if you go for those which are very expensive, you won't be able to buy much. Also cutting cost, because what's the need of buying something very expensive which will just be throwing in the dustbin after like 2 hours? It's already in the dustbin. So try and get something that is comfortable, that it's absorbing. It's good in absorbing, and it can last you for the duration of time. So that you can also be able to change them frequently as much. It can be good and can fasten your healing, because if you don't change early enough, trust me, the infection will be there. When the infection is there, the healing process will be long, the pain will also be long. So as much as possible, try and get big pads, breathable underwears, get affordable pads, so that you can be able to buy them in bulk, and also you change them frequently. The other thing that it's a must, and it will work magics to you, is getting a stool softener. You can't imagine how painful it will be for you straining to push your stool out and making it worse. Let's say the stool is a hard one. It can be terrible, trust me. So getting a stool softener can help you to soften the stool, and once it's soft, it will be much easier for you to push it out, causing you to strain less. The less you strain, the less the pain you'll feel. So try and get a stool softener which can help you have some easiness while going for a long call. It can be so much beneficial to you. You can get this from the hospital where you deliver your baby. You can ask for it. If you are third degree stitches, you can even get them online, Amazon. They are also there. You can get them there. They will really be helpful for you. In fact, if you had a deep stitches, like let's say third degree stitches, I recommend you use it for like 2 weeks until when you're completely healed. So stool softeners can do magic, can really be effective for you. Don't hurt yourself by straining yourself so hard in the washroom and causing yourself so much pain. Get stool softeners to help you out. So try as much as possible and make sure they're in your bag even before you go to that delivery room, so that as far as you are done, you start using it. My third tip is for you to do the sit bath. I know you must have heard of this one from maybe your mothers, your aunts, other moms, because even me, I knew about this one even before I became a mother. So it's true. Sit baths really do help. It makes you feel comfortable. It also helps in reducing the itchiness that you might be feeling, and also you'll feel it helps in relaxing the muscles down there. So, and the other positive thing is that it also helps in fastening your healing. So I can say it's really helpful. What you just need to do, you just place some hot water, not very hot, my dear one. Be careful, not very hot. 40 degrees Celsius is okay. You put some little either salt or baking soda. Like for me, I used salt. That's what I prefer. That's what I used. So I put a little salt, and then you sit on it for about 10 to 15 minutes. That's fine, 10 to 15 minutes sitting on it, and you try doing it at least 3 to 4 times, 3 to 4 times a day. It can be helpful. So sit baths really help. Don't skip it. Do it. Also, don't forget to make maximum use of the peri bottles that you'll be given in the hospital. Peri bottles are just some bottles that you can store water, and they will help you in easily cleaning yourself, especially after you pee, after going for a long call. It's not good. You are still very fragile there, so it's not good. It's not advisable to wipe with tissue or anything, so it's good to wash it out with water. So the peri bottles will help you. Washing out with the water helps in reducing irritation, helps also in infection, because the water will make sure that you are completely clean. And when you're wiping, you are scrubbing that place, which is not good. So make maximum use of the peri bottles. Always wash yourself with water from after a long call or after peeing. Wash it with uh, with water and not wiping out. Wiping can cause more infection. And also, I can also say, don't kill yourself with so much pain. You can try some numbing sprays or healing ointment, which can help you in reducing that pain. You spray the numbing spray. It helps to stop the pain, because when you're in too much pain, trust me, you won't be able to take care of your baby, and the baby is still very fragile. He or she needs you so much. So don't kill yourself with pain. Get that numbing healing ointment or the numbing spray that can help in healing you, and try touching that place every time. Maybe the only time that you are allowed to touch, it's maybe when you are washing it, or maybe you are applying the ointment or the spray. That's when you are allowed to touch, and make sure your hands are thoroughly clean before touching it. You know all this hygiene. That place really 100% hygiene during that healing process. So don't touch it. Try applying the numbing cream or the numbing spray or the healing ointment. Use the peri bottles or washing yourself out to reduce infection and to fasten the healing. you'll see with time, you'll also be you will be recovering in a much faster way. Another thing that I won't love to forget is for you to take care of yourself and stop this unnecessary movement, walking too much. It's not advisable to do it at this stage. Remember, you just pushed a baby out of your vagina. It's not a joke. Someone told me that pushing that baby is like pushing a watermelon out of your nostril. Okay, this nostril is elastic, but trust me, it's not a joke. So you're still having the stitching, you're still bleeding, moving all over, moving long distances can cause more friction there, and this friction will cause more bleeding, and the stitches not be at peace with you. So try long movements, and also don't sit on hard surfaces. Sitting on hard surfaces will not be doing justice down there. So sit on soft surfaces. Mm, Unnecessary movement, cut them out until now you feel the bleeding has completely stopped, the healing, the stitches have healed completely. In fact, rest, take care of your baby in the house for about 2 months. By then you'll be completely well, and you can be able to maybe start your normal routines. Stay with the baby for 3 months, 2 to 3 months, and then now you can maybe start your normal routines, because that these unnecessary movements can really prolong your healing. I know what I'm talking about, because I made that mistake and it cost me. So don't. The only time maybe you can be moving, taking your baby for the clinic, that one is understandable. But these are visiting everyone, going I don't know where. Try and shorten that. Uh, Relax at home, give peace for yourself, and let the stitches heal and the bleeding stops for you to go back to your normal routines. While winding up, I can say eat well and stop. Don't start exercising immediately. Yeah, I get it. I understand now. The baby's out. You want to go back to the shape that used to be before. You want to put on that favorite jeans you used to love, but it's not a time. It's not a time. Starting exercising, doing the sit-ups to go back to your tummy shape, you are still straining your body, and this training will cause the bleeding to increase, and it will also uh, cause the stitches to pain more and prolonging the healing. So don't jump into your sit-ups and your exercises just immediately after birth. Give yourself some time, heal fast, let the bleeding stop, let the stitches heal, and then now you can start going back to shape. And also eat well. Eating well will not only help you, but will also help your baby. Don't avoid certain things because I don't want to add weight. Blah, blah, blah. No, your baby needs you. The healthy food that will be eating will also provide a healthy production of milk that can be good for your baby. Don't forget to drink enough water. Drinking enough water will help you to stay hydrated, all your body, and it will also fasten your body into recovering from what it has gone through. Don't put on that tight clothes yet. It's still not a time. Don't strain. These tight clothes will also strain your body, which is still not available, not advisable. So give yourself time to completely heal before you go back to the normal routines that you used to love before. So that's it for me. I hope these tips that helped me will also help you. And I was happy to share it with you. Uh, it was a talk with Rose. Until next time, bye bye.